Hey guys, it's Dan Hood here, Big DH 2000. Many of you in the slingshot world know me because I build high-end slingshots. However, this video isn't really of slingshots. This is a slightly different angle. For those who don't know, I've been watching Cody. Many of you probably know him as Wranglerstar for a while. Does a fantastic job with refurbishing axes and back. At least that's what he did originally. He and his lovely wife and son have moved out and homesteaded and all that and done all kinds of crazy things like that. But originally he restored like lumber equipment, you know, axes, saws and everything. Well, for some time now, I've had a axe head, you know, laying around on a bad axe handle. I don't even know where I got it. It just was in the collection. So a few months back, I decided to get on, you know, I bought an axe handle from somewhere. Once again, just like Cody said, or Mr. Wranglerstar said, it'll come with a finish on it. Hopefully you can buy it without the finish. Some stores do that. The one I ended up came with a finish, so I completely stripped it, sanded it down some more, cleaned it up. Took the head. This is actually happens to be, hopefully you guys can see that. It's actually a Craftsman double head. I have no idea what year it's from, but it's made in the USA entirely. I cleaned it up. You can see the black X with a hole with a divot in the middle on both sides. I'll explain that. Once again, that was something Cody taught me in his various videos. Slammed it in. I haven't bothered to put in the metal. It's probably wise to drive in a metal wedge crosswise against here. Haven't done that yet. If I find one, I'll put it in. I very rarely use this axe. I live in Georgia, but during the winter we have some trees that fall down, so every once in a while when the weather's really bad, I'll throw my chainsaw and this axe in the back of the truck because I leave so early in the morning. I'm usually the one that has to cut my way out of the neighborhood before the rest of the neighbors get up. So anyway, that's mainly I restored it for fun. I might use it a bit, but you know what? Always good to have well maintained tools. And I wanted to thank Cody for all the stuff he put on there, or Mr. Wranglerstar for all the stuff he put online that helped. This, for those who don't understand the divot, this piece actually goes. Let me go show you. This piece actually goes on my belt sander, and it attaches like this. And a secret that Mr. Wranglerstar said was, or Cody said, was to put a nail sticking up on it, because if you get the angle just right, you can put your axe on this nail and then just guide it over this belt sander, and you get just the right angle on the tip to sharpen it. You go back and forth. He's got a whole video on it. I'm not going to bother wasting my time telling you guys every little detail, but that was an awesome little thing he taught on one of his videos, and I sincerely appreciate that lesson. As you can see, the handle, I also did something a little different. I know, you know, I wiped the handle down with a variety of different oils, but I also took and went like this with rough sandpaper, and you can still see marks on it. Reason I did that is you get good grip, especially down here. Now, usually I use gloves when I use an axe, especially if I'm using it for a long time, and it helps keep it from slipping, especially if you're holding it like this. You do want a little slip, but you don't want it to slip when you don't intend it to slip. When you intend it to slip, you loosen in your grip just a little bit to let it slip. So that was one thing I added to it. I just did another oil wipe down on this thing because we're entering into winter here in Georgia right now, and I want this bad boy ready, and now it's ready. Hey Cody, Appreciate all the time you spend teaching people how to maintain lumbering equipment. People don't realize how valuable it is to know that kind of stuff. Everybody's too dependent on electrically operated and gas operated things, and sometimes those don't quite work, or they're too hard to haul in where you're going, or they're too messy to keep in the back of your nice car. An axe, easy to throw in the back of a car, doesn't stink like gasoline, and more importantly, it doesn't need anything to operate but a pair of gloves and a set of hands. Anyway, bud, thanks for everything. I'm going to post this video on my normal YouTube channel, and I'll send a link to Cody and thank him for everything personally. And for the rest of you guys, you got an axe or a big massive saw laying around, an old lumber saw, dig it out. Go check out Wranglerstar's YouTube channel and his website and learn how to fix the thing, because I promise you, it's a valuable set of lessons to learn, and it's valuable equipment to know how to use. Anyway, guys, this is Dan Hood, Big DH 2000, signing off.